Both of them. Or which one am I? I'm probably 1. This is 1. All right. All right. Are we good?
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Some technical difficulties. I'm not the brightest when it comes to sound stuff, apparently. So, welcome back to day 2 of Battle for Wisconsin playoffs. We are in the loser bracket with a match between UWRF and Whitewater. We're going to be starting off on Antarctic Peninsula here. We have UWRF opting for a dive comp with Diva Sombra Chaser, and then we have Whitewater opting for more of a brawl comp. The comp that we're seeing out of Whitewater is pretty much the current meta in OWCS. A lot of those teams there are pretty high on the Orisa. Tracer's kind of just a server at the moment, and Sojourn just barely ever below top 4 DPS in the meta. So coming right into things, we already have the Tracer rotating the right side. He's going to spot out the rotation for UWRF here. UWRF forces the fortify early here. Curious to see what they're going to do. 9 pretty in deep. Sombra hasn't come out. 9 going to get defense here. And it looks like Jaden at 44 might be off the map. Climbs back up, but it's already pretty doomed here. Yeah, Sable going to pick up 2. And UWRF is going to be forced to go back to the spawn room here and re-plant. Curious to see if we're going to see any swaps come out immediately. I think Enderfire maybe waited a little bit too long on the Sombra in-game there. Kind of just was stealth the entire time, never really came out, and I didn't apply any pressure. 9 was in pretty deep, but he was kind of split off from the rest of his team here. Alright, Peter opting for this right side dive. Once again, Sparky trying to harass a little bit. Sombra really in the back here. It'd be curious to see how this side works. Diva kind of coming underneath, coming up on top here. Sparky gets picked. Here he comes out. They do get the Sojourn, but Sombra forward as well. UWRF down both their DPS. And Arrow Hunter going to be calling the Orisa. This map is pretty hard to run dive on. There's not really a lot of high ground position that you can really fight for. It is pretty low ground based, pretty brawly, so it's going to be pretty difficult for UWRF to actually make the dive on this comp. They did find the pick on the Sojourn, so I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to do that again. I think UWRF just needs to do a good job of picking their targets here. They're kind of getting stuck into the groove. So UWRF a little bit slow to actually do anything there. Gets kind of trapped in the room, and Whitewater punished them with the Orisa full spawn there. So UWRF going to be coming up on their last fight here. Sombra behind. They have small spawn here. They've been getting a little bit too rolled this game, so not really able to build any ultimates. Tracer coming in, trying to touch. Force recall, going to go down to the Sojourn. Just having a really tough one in here. Sombra's going to uncloak and get the thing. Ball swap too. But this one's probably already coming out. Just nothing really on the side of UWRF here besides that ball spawn, which Tracer's just coming back to spawn now, so they're not even getting a chance to use it. Expect UWRF to get cleaned up here. Ball spawn out, shows wide. Sombra balls. Cleanse out. Goes down. 9 gets 1 pick on the Sojourn. Trying to stall this point out, but is pretty futile. It is 4v1 here. And gets booped off. Not able to again. So UWRF gonna have to go back to the drawing board here. Figure out what they need to do to get past this wall of an Orisa. Whitewater doing a very good job of just kind of death balling. And not really giving them a chance to really play the game. So coming in at map 2 here. I cannot see which one it is. I think this might be Coastline. But UWRF actually swapping over to the ball instead. They're also on the Kiriko instead of the Lucio, so just maybe opting to try and live a little bit better. Hard to say. But Whitewater, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Running the pretty standard OWCS comp once again. UWRF going right side here with the Sombra. Ball waiting in the wings here. getting harassed by this Tracer, and Lucio trying his best. Goes, slams in. Lucio gets hacked, but he's getting that Kiriko peel. Not going to get picked here. Sombra trying to get out. Gets stunned up by the Orisa and falls. UWRF down to Sombra once again, making this really, really difficult to play. Yas picks Arrow Hunter, and Yas gets Jaden as well. Coming up, the DPS from Whitewater have just been very, very good this series already. Tracer, Dev making it really hard to play, and Sojourn just hitting her rails, which, again, Dev winning the 1v1 duel there with Sparky. Gonna stagger him out pretty hard. 50% to his ult. Sparky getting close. But I think what really needs to happen here is they just need to get a clean engage off. They've been getting the hacks up, but they just haven't really gotten the thing. It looks like we're going to be essentially seeing the play. They seem to have the read that Sombra's there. Gets hit, gets booped, throws Translocator into the ceiling, and gets picked once again. Dev just dismantling the back line of UWRF here. UWRF just not really sure how to play into this team comp. Pulse Bomb out onto 9. He's going to be able to roll away and barely live this, but Dev's chasing hard. Back into spawn here. UWRF just not able to really do much into these DPS from Sombra going out, but again, throws Translocator just into a horrible spot right onto the enemy Tracer and just gets killed for it. 9, Sparky coming in, Slam going out, ult coming out from Orisa here, as well as Kitsune Rush. Jaden falling to that ult, and Sparky and Arrow Hunter also falling shortly after. Yeah, I mean, UWRF just hardly playing the game. They're just not getting any ults online. Here comes this, but there's just nobody there, and Orisa just clears it out. Enderfire gets dueled by the Kiriko and falls again. Again, UWRF trying to stall out here. They finally get their first pick, but B comes out to prevent anybody else from falling. 9 slamming in, but there's just not enough members of UWRF Alive to really follow up anymore. 9 trying to finish off this Sojourn, but Orisa is just booping him all over the place. Unable to do anything, and UWRF will go down. Pretty dominating performance here from Whitewater. We're going to have to see what UWRF can do to adapt. We'll be going into Escort here, and we'll be back shortly. Hello and welcome back. We are going to map 2, Escort, and we are going to be playing Watchpoint Gibraltar. Watchpoint Gibraltar, obviously a very famous dive map. I think UWRF was trying to run the dive on the first map, and so going into second map on their choice, they just picked the most dive-centric Escort map available. So getting into it, we'll be seeing the comps here shortly in about 4 or 5 seconds. And here we go. So, divas from both teams. Dev on the Ashe, probably just trying to set up on the high ground. Ashe a pretty unorthodox pick on this map, especially without, like, in the past on Ashe metas when Ashe Mercy was really broken. We saw it a couple times, but currently not so much. I mean, if you have nasty aim, you can make Ashe work, obviously, but usually the problem that you face with Ashe is she just kind of dies to dive pretty hard. So we'll be have to curious to see if they're able to peel hard enough for their Ashe. She's got the dynamite set up on the doorway. Detonates a little bit soon. They're holding this bridge pretty hard. 9 going to boop 2 people to the low ground. We're going to have to see if they're able to dive effectively in there. However, UWRF misses both their DPS, don't get up, or Moira and Sojourn don't actually make it to height, so they're not able to really effectively dive this. Lucio and Diva make it to high ground. Tracer pushing that point. Would like to honestly see her push that point a little bit more. Coming in for the dive here. D-Matrix eating it. Tracer just going to opt to push cart. Going the way of Whitewater here, but UWRF getting some point pressure here. And Tracer is going to back off. Point pushed about halfway underneath the low ground here. So while UWRF didn't win that fight, they did get a decent amount of progress on the thing. And since they don't have that Tracer to really contest UWRF's Tracer, I'd like to see Sparky really go and force the issue on point, since there's not really anybody who can super easily stop him. He's going height again. 9 diving onto the supports here, pushing them off. Arrow Hunter falling a little bit behind, coming through. Enderfire going down first here. UWRF has control of blue box, but they're just not getting any point pressure here. Finally going down, but Lucio's there to contest. Tracer on the Lucio, trying to follow up, get the Lucio pick here. UWRF equal here, down their Sojourn, but Whitewater down their Lucio. Arrow Hunter gets picked by the Ashe. Jaden eats a headshot from Kiriko and falls. 9 getting out here pretty low. I think if UWRF would have just forced point a little bit earlier with the Tracer, they could have been pretty far along on this map already. UWRF resetting on the height. All of their members are up there besides Tracer. Tracer going for point now. UWRF coming through. Enderfire just getting run over by the Diva once again. Sojourn just hitting those rails. UWRF just, they're able to get the point push, but they're just not able to secure these picks. A lot of ults here on the side of Whitewater. UWRF is going to have to take a couple quick fights here to hopefully force 1 or 2 of them. Diva Bomb coming out. Ender just walking right back into the line of fire there. He was completely safe if he just went into that doorway, but he opted to drop off onto the Diva Bomb. UWRF gonna need to take a fight here quick, or they're gonna be fighting down a Kitsune rush here. Kitsune, Bob, beat, Tracer back onto the point. Dive coming out. Enderfire just goes down again. Enderfire just not able to stay alive on this Sojourn pick. Coalescence coming out, but they're just dropping. Sparky getting quite a bit of point pressure here, but the Lucio drops on a point and has the Curie healing. 9 coming in from behind. Arrow Hunter falls to Lucio. 9 just not able to get any picks here. Jaden trying to stay alive, but is going to go down to the Diva here. Sparky coming back. Pulse Bomb into the D-Matrix. Not sure why he was using it there. The fight was already over. There was no way he was getting any value with that. UWRF here down to their final fight here. Ult advantage severely in the favor of Whitewater.
Gonna have to make it through a bob, a beat, and a overclock here. Overclock popped from UWRF. Beat forced out. Bob comes down, gets the pick. Beat dropped for UWRF. 9 in onto the Sojourn. She hasn't even propped her ult yet. And it doesn't look like they're going to need it. UWRF able to get point push, just not able to secure any pills. Whitewater doesn't have far to push it here, unfortunately, for UWRF. Curious to see how they opt back in. It would be interesting to see the Ashe come out on attack. I don't think that you really want to run it on the offense here. It's just a lot harder to force the high ground, and if you're using your one escape tool to get the high ground, it's very easy for the enemy team to punish you once you don't have it. So, looking like a hog comp coming out from the side of Whitewater here. UWRF opting back into basically the same comp, minus the Moira, add the Ana. UWRF could set up the Ana in a pretty far back position, and then she would be able to play safe, and as long as they play the Ana sightlines, they'll be pretty good, but not looking like what they're opting to do. Holding close, actually, with the Ana. Sparky going to be the one who needs to contest point here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Sparky hooked. D-Matrix out. Antied, but cleansed. It looks more like they're just going to opt for a very death bally comp on the point. Say, all right, you've got to come and fight us if you want to stop it. Tracer blinking in, drops off point, has no way out, recalls, but is still one shot from the recall. Gonna get the mega, but all the while, Lucio and Hog pushing this point. Tracer going down here in a really dangerous spot, forcing on the Hog, but Hog just doesn't die here. Hog finally goes down, but in the meanwhile, Lucio came up behind and picked the Ana. 9 left basically alone here. Gets demeched, and that looks like it's going to be the map. All right, well, we're going to be going into Flashpoint here shortly after. We'll have to see if UWRF is going to be able to make any adaptions, but at this point, it looks like it's just a very big mechanics differential here. UWRF just not able to find the picks in the duels that you just need to be able if you want to win a game of Overwatch. All right, we'll be joining back up shortly on... Hello and welcome back to the third map. Whitewater leads by 2 games here. UWRF has struggled to kind of put up a fight this series. Whitewater really just kind of running them over and snowballing the games. Like UWRF just gets picked and then they get build ults faster, and then by the time they're able to take a fight, UWRF is just getting kind of snowballed by ults. So UWRF gonna have to make some massive adjustments coming into this final map here. Seeing an Orisa comp come out of both squads here. The Reaper Junkrat Kiriko Lucio for UWRF and the Torbjorn Symmetra. Could see the Symmetra get swapped away. Not 1000% sure what we'll see, but coming into, they're also absent the Lucio, which is an interesting choice for Flashpoint, since Lucio does allow you to get more fights in the map. And also, just a lot of this map is also about rotation. So, curious to see if that will make this map a little bit difficult for them. UWRF just opting to go straight to point. They're going to be here first because there is no Lucio. Fortify already forced out from Adam here. And Agent 9 punishes him, pushing forward with his own Fortify here. He is going to fall to the Symmetra, but not before UWRF picks off 3 people from the side of Reaper. Chasing down the Torb, gets another pick, and UWRF showing signs of life here. TP goes nowhere. UWRF rotating here. Adam gonna need pushing through over the bridge. Fortify out. 9 still has Fortify. Expect to see him push this Orisa in a second. Fortify trapped. Not Adam trapped there. Going down. Arrow Hunter gets picked as well, but tank for DPS is not a fair trade here. Reaper flanking around here. Torb turret still up. Goes down. 9 about half health. Spinning in, forcing the issue here. But Reaper going to fall to Torbjorn. Torbjorn picking up 2. Absolutely massive. However, the other DPS gets picked here. 99-99. Torb is flipping the point here. Ult comes out from there. Ults pop from both sides here. And it looks like UWRF might be coming up on top. Torbjorn, full health though, on point. Orisa back. No supports though. And it looks like Adam just, UWRF going to be able to pick this up. So UWRF takes their first point here. And they're going to be looking to go to, I believe, Fountain. Or Palace is what it's called, but it has a fountain in the middle. So UWRF rotating over there. They're going to be the first to be there since they do have the Lucio. Lucio actually swapped over for Whitewater. They've opted to swap off the Ilari Baptiste for the traditional Lucio Kiriko here. So they're matching UWRF. Trying to take the high ground here. Junkrat trying to spam into that location. Lucio going to try and force them out. Junkrat going to need to leave here or he's going to get run down. Gets out with the concussive mine, but he's forced to give up high ground here. They're going to have to drop here. Sparky going in with the ult. Gets Sojourn. Going to fade out here. No, he fades onto the Torbjorn and is going to probably trade with him here. Not able to get out, but UWRF coming in here. Up 4-3, and they do have point currently. Lucio getting run down. Going to fall to Jaden, and now UWRF looking to probably chase out and go hunt these remaining members of Whitewater down. See if they can get some big stagger kills here. Running down Kiriko, speared into the wall. She's able to TP out, but now Adam alone here, forced to pop the ult. Nice Suzu there from Enderfire to prevent the damage. And in the meanwhile, Arrow Hunter spams out and picks the Kiriko. So Whitewater down a member. Arrow Hunter pushing onto the Sojourn. Gets him half health before he's able to slide away. Arrow Hunter on the flank here. coming up on his ult. UWRF, as does actually have pretty big ult advantage here. Adam fortified on point off of it now. Unfortunately, Arrow Hunter's flank tire move did not work. Molten Core coming out from Torbjorn goes down. Beat, unfortunately, Jaden dies before she's able to drop the beat there. 9 going pretty low here. He's going to get picked, pushed onto the Molten Core. So UW-Whitewater able to win their fight here, the first fight of the series here for them. However, UWRF still ult parity here. Overclock going to be coming up, though. If they're able to build it, this fight could be massive, but UWRF is going to have the Kitsune rush here. Unfortunately, they did end up losing their beat without getting it down. Jaden tried to beat on top of a Molten Core, which picked her before she was able to drop it. UWRF looking like they want to control this height here. Pushing up onto here. They do have the Kitsune rush used. Kitsune rush matched. Overclock coming through. Beat coming out. Orisa ult used. Fortify no longer on Adam, but Adam able to get 2 picks from their side, but is going to fall. Can 9 make the difference here? Sojourn drops. Kiriko Lucio still up. No, unfortunately Kiriko dropped earlier in the fight, so Orisa just doesn't have the healing to live this. Reaper gets the Lucio. Is Reaper able to get the Tracer as well? No. Kiriko Tracer making this hard. Ult and goes down. Ambitious from the side of UWRF there. They really wanted to win that fight. UWRF going to have positional advantage, but their Reaper is going to be very late to this fight. They're going to be fighting a 5v4. I don't know if UWRF has quite realized that. They're really trying to spam out Whitewater as best they can. Tracer on the flank for UWRF, but it seems like Arrow Hunter has this scouted out. Recall forced, and she TPs into a trap. Arrow Hunter solo killing the Tracer on the Junkrat here. UWRF going to push up. Reaper is back for them, so Whitewater's going to have to back off here. Reaper forced to fade out there, worried about the Sojourn rail. Junkrat in the... Junkrat, what is Arrow Hunter doing? Goes in, tires in the middle of the team, and dies. UWRF gonna have a real hard time here. Pulse Bomb eaten by 9's Javelin Spin, but they're going to have to give up the point here. Are they gonna even be able to make it out? Whitewater looking to chase here. UWRF speeding out to rejoin with their Junkrat. Kitsune Rush coming out from Whitewater. UWRF backing off here, but Arrow Hunter gets picked by the Tracer in the meanwhile. So UWRF gonna opt for a full reset here. Whitewater gonna be happy investing 1 ult there to get a fight win. Junkrat should be back, so UWRF gonna start walking in here shortly. And here we go. Agent 9 starting the push. They do have the big ult advantage here. Kitsune Rush coming out for UWRF. Right, focusing down the tank here. Tracer killed here. Beat matched. 4v4. UWRF has the beat up, but Sojourn ult coming through. Adam still full health. 9 going low. They have point. They did flip point here, but they can't afford to lose this fight. 9 does have the Orisa ult available. Fortify comes out from both. Aaron jumping in, trades the Lucio. 9 getting the Sojourn, and all of a sudden the kill fight lights up red. UWRF picking 3 and winning the fight. Reaper ult going to be available for UWRF, whereas Terra Surge available on the side of Whitewater. I think Reaper ult is a bit stronger, but you still have to respect the Terra Surge. Did get buffed at the beginning of this. Arrow Hunter picking Tracer once again with the Junkrat. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's just a monster apparently in the Tracer duel here. So UWRF man advantage here. Fortify forced out. Terra Surge coming through. Kitsune Cleanse here. Reaper ult not needed, it seems. UWRF picking their Riptire coming out, putting Orisa one shot. Tracer bomb coming through, but finds nobody. UWRF cleaning up the fight here. Tracer blinking in, but 9 knows her recall here. And it's going to be UWRF taking the 3rd point here. Match point. If UWRF wins one more here, they're going to take the map. Alt advantage probably in the side of UWRF here, actually. They do have the Kitsune Rush, but UWRF pretty close to their own here. They're also much farther along in the other alt minus the Junkrat. So UWRF probably going to be at an advantage here coming into this first initial fight here. Whitewater trying to flank up and kind of get onto this high ground, but UWRF picking out that they're coming in. Kitsune Rush forced out here. And Sojourn picked off by the Junkrat on the flank. Aaron gets picked, matching the Kiriko ult with there. Almost goes off the map on the Orisa. 9 pushing the supports there. Not able to get a pick. Finally, Lucio goes down, and now Adam forced to run away with his Kiriko. Gonna be able to walk it out, but first point goes the way of UWRF, and now they're sitting pretty with a big ult advantage. Whitewater gonna be able to build probably 3 ults this fight, but if UWRF takes this fast with their own ults, they'll be able to win, whack up another fight and force last fight. Whitewater rotating around right side. They still have the Reaper ult available. Terra Surge coming through, doesn't get any picks here from 9. Jaden getting picked by Kiriko. Terra Surge coming out of Whitewater. UWRF coming in to probably stall this point out. Arc on the Reaper gets the pick. UWRF loses the fight and swaps. No ults, only 2 ults used from both sides there. Terra Surge coming out of both sides, but Whitewater ends up victorious. However, UWRF is in last fight territory. If they're able to win this one more fight on this point, they will take the map. They have both their DPS ults. However, Whitewater also coming up on their ults as well. Pretty close here. UWRF, Junkrat mining in, going down again. Beat coming out, not in time to save him. Beat answered back by Whitewater. Reaper ult coming out from the side of Whitewater. That's going to be it. UWRF gonna have to die here. I don't think they get another fight. Aaron Hunter just seems to have a need to go in and keeps dying unnecessarily. He had Riptire available. He could have used it to engage with UWRF there, but now he's going to use it when they're not going to be able to touch the point. UWRF loses this point, but invests their ults for nothing. They get the point pick, but it doesn't matter. The point they'll be respawned by the time the point has to fight. So UWRF just seems to throw away these DPS ults at the end of fights that they're just not going to win. Going to be looking like it's ruins here. Point unlocking in 10 seconds. Curious to see what UWRF is going to be able to do. They just really need to just not int, and I think this map is theirs. Kitsune Rush coming out. Terra Surge, but they're able to run through. Sojourn picked by 9. UWRF in the backline. Kiriko goes down from the side of UWRF, but that's going to be Adam falling as well. Sparky fades out, and point goes the way of UWRF. Junkrat picking the Kiriko, and Reaper falling as well. Arrow Hunter falls, but point goes to UWRF. Ult advantage slightly in favor of UWRF here, but the Reaper going to be able to build it probably this fight as well. Sparky has been holding this Reaper ult for the past like 4 fights. Curious to see if he's ever going to elect to use it. In the meanwhile, Ark has used it, built his later than Sparky, used it, and is about to come up on his next one here. Nine holding down the point, but Kiriko finding the headshot on Lucio. UWRF starting the fight down 1. Reaper ult coming out, but it gets cleansed. Sojourn able to just fly away. Enderfire picking the Sojourn. UWRF, though, going to be fighting in the Kitsune Rush. making it really hard to win. They're just going to try and stall the point out. Junkrat going to just elect to jump off the map. UWRF, once again, to 90%. They just need to win one more fight. They did invest less alts. They invested one less alt than Whitewater here. They're going to have the alt advantage. Rip Tire coming up. If they're able to get that and Arrow Hunter doesn't just jump in and die with it, they might be able to take the point here. They don't sense the Reaper ult here. Booped, but in Enderfire will fall. Not able to trade back a pick, and they're just going to elect to start running. Sparky getting picked on the way out. UWRF going to have one more fight to take here. Need to reset and regroup, get their members back. UWRF going to have the ult advantage here, but it will be somewhat close. If Jaden can build the sound barrier here, that will be huge. UWRF going right side here. Junkrat flanking around. They haven't found him yet. Tire going right side. They're backing off. Beat coming out for Whitewater. They're respecting the Tire, but he's just not running it forward. They're just going to give point here. Are they going to be able to touch? Yes, they are. Terra Surge coming out. 9 still has his Terra Surge. He uses it here. But Kitsune Cleanse prevents it from working. Sable coming up with 2 picks. Adam getting 9. Whitewater is flipping it. Jaden wasn't able to use the beat before she fell. So unfortunately, UWRF didn't actually have the ult advantage that fight. And that's going to go the way of Whitewater. A very close map 3. But Whitewater will take it. So with this loss, UWRF will be out of the battle for Wisconsin. However, on Tuesday, they will be playing in NECC Nationals that they qualified for last semester. So come and join us at 6 o'clock Tuesday if you want to see UWRF compete in that game. Anyway, that will be all for us. Hopefully, we'll see you Tuesday.